Well, tensions high in Nagorno-Karabakh, a territory at the very heart of a dispute between Azerbaijan and Armenia. In the past few days, violence there has claimed the lives of dozens of soldiers from both countries. Now, the two sides pointing to each other for instigating the fighting. You're with CNN. This is Connect the World with me, Becky Anderson. Welcome back. The conflict over this disputed Nagorno-Karabakh territory has been going on for decades. It's internationally recognised as part of Azerbaijan, but the country's influence over the region is thin. Well, on Sunday, sides accused each other of continuing to fight. Well, I'm going to speak with both sides of the conflict this hour. First, I want to bring in Azerbaijan's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mammadyarov. Sir, thank you. On Sunday, your government announced a unilateral ceasefire. People we've been in touch with on the ground say that is not the case. Fighting continues. Why?
You know, you're absolutely right that the fight still continues because you cannot make the truce unilaterally, because the other side is still continuously attacking our position, and the most warning part that they're also attacking civilians on the line of contact. You know, the problem is that most of the civilians, majority, almost all the civilians are living on our side under the control of Azerbaijan, because on the other side they are totally ethnically cleansed. And in this regard, of course,
all right,
when we introduced initially on the April 2nd, initially on the April 2nd, when it was introduced through the mediation of Minsk Group, yeah.
All right, well, I want to run a clip from the Armenian president in which he describes the extent of the escalation in fighting. Have a listen, sir.
This is the most wide-scale fighting that Azerbaijan has attempted since restoring the ceasefire regime in 1994.
He is saying it's the largest scale of hostilities from the Azerbaijani side. Your response?
No, I believe that it's not only Azerbaijani side should be blamed, because whenever we introduce, after the counter-attacking Armenian part of Armenian forces there, the Armenians refused to bring the ceasefire and the truce. And then it's escalation as it starts to be as a vicious circle, one by one. We're still introducing through the mediators, which is United States, Russia and France, that ready for the truce, and soon it will come, it's better will be for everyone. But unfortunately, Armenia side rejecting it.
All right, well, the Russian foreign minister has weighed in on this recent escalation in violence, calling for calm. Let's listen to what he had to say.
И мы надеемся, что эти обращения были услышаны.
We hope these calls were heard. At least the sides announced that they had given necessary orders, though today we continue.
Now I want to get you the perspective from the other side. We're joined by Karen Mirzoyan, who is the Foreign Minister of the self-declared Republic of Nagorno-Karabakh, joining us live from there now, sir, and we thank you. What is happening on the ground? Does the fighting continue?
Well, good evening. Good evening. As you already know, in the early hours of April 2, Azerbaijan initiated an unprecedented escalation of tension along the entire line of contact between the armed forces of Azerbaijan and Nagorno-Karabakh Republic, having heavy military equipment, artillery and combat aircraft. Azerbaijani armed forces fired artillery shells and rockets not only at the advanced position of Nagorno-Karabakh Defense Army, but also populated areas, which resulted in many casualties, including among the civilian population. Fights at this
All right,
moment.
sir, let me stop you for a moment because I know we've got a slight delay on this line. So let me stop you, sir, with respect. A few moments ago, we were joined by Azerbaijan's foreign minister, and let me read you back some of what he just told me. He said, quote, probably Azerbaijan is the most interested party for the peaceful settlement and peace talks, but we need a result from the point of view that our territory is under occupation. The words of the Azerbaijani foreign minister. Your response?
You know, it's not a matter of territory, it's the matter of self-determination. The people of Nagorno-Karabakh 25 years ago voted for independence. And these people fully expressed its will and fully used its rightful self-determination. And now the current regime in Baku is trying to oppress these people, trying to oppress not only by diplomatic means, but first of all by military means, which is very dangerous development. So we are looking for a diplomatic settlement of this conflict. We are looking for the working mechanism which could provide us with possibility to coexist in this region.
All right, you say you're looking for a solution. The Russian foreign minister has weighed in on the recent escalation of violence, calling for calm. Let's listen to what Sergei Lavrov had to say.
И мы надеемся, что эти обращения были услышаны.
We hope these calls were heard. At least the sides announced that they had given necessary orders, though today we continue to hear information that these incidents did not stop completely.
Сообщения.
Are you concerned, sir, that this conflict is entering a new phase?
You know, we highly appreciated the efforts of Minister Lavrov as well as other ministers, as well as ministers of United States and France, co-chairs of Minsk Group. We highly appreciate the efforts of international community. But we believe that any unaddressed calls to all the sides are received in Azerbaijan not as a sign of concern, not as a sign that there is a time to stop the violence, but as a sign that they could continue this politics, the politics of military chantage, the politics of implementing military measures against the people of Nagorno-Karabakh. It's time to call directly
thank you very much indeed
who is the man responsible for this conflict.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. And apologies, viewers, we had a slight delay on the communications between us, but you've heard there the words from the region on